Greetings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. And today we'll be discussing Hideki Matsuyama disqualified from event for excessive substance on club. Basically, the Asian dude got caught cheating. That's what happened. Thought he was above the rules, tried to pull a PC move, and got caught. And they never would have caught him if he didn't post a picture on Instagram with the cheating mechanisms live. You could see him in picture. What's wrong with you? Lamont, you big dummy. When we come back on Keep It P podcast, those model citizens edition.
Von Savage Media.
Music TV.
Welcome to the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences, and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And I am your host today, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be Sucker MCs. Self hug, self love. That's the beatbox and the b boy stance. You may have thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is if we let the culture die, y'all. You know something else that's more corny than my intro? Walking around with them bags on your head with the matching flip flops to match. You're the only ones that do that. Nobody else does that. I just thought I'd put it out there. No disparaging over on this program. We do all that over on keepitpraw.com. And today's not Raw Day, but we are going to talk about this fraudster and cheater right here. He thought he was clicked in. Why y'all doing this about golf? No, I'm doing this about cheating, about those model citizens, about those buffer class that are held to a higher standard. And I'm asking why when you're just the same as the best. So why? Uh Hideki Matsuyama, Masamaya, I ain't trying to butcher his name, was disqualified from the Memorial Tournament. He was kicked out on Thursday because of what a rules official described as an excessive amount of white substance on the face of his 3-wood. He was cheating. It was Matsuma's first disqualification. It's only his first one. Give him a break. He's only been caught cheating once. From an event on the PGA Tour on which he began competing regularly in 2013, a 30-year-old native of Japan. He has 8 tour wins, probably cheated for those, including the 2021 Masters and a victory at the Memorial in 2014. Matsuma has played in the tournament every year since then with 2 more top 6 finishes, but his appearance this time was brief because he cheated. Chief referee Steve Rintoul told reporters that he first spoke with Matsuma about the situation, about the cheating on the 5th hole before telling him to play on, while Rental conferred with equipment experts from the USGA. So yeah, just keep playing. We'll figure it out, buddy. Matsuma was disqualified, kicked off after playing 9 holes. Half of there's 18 holes, so you let him play half in Thursday's first round in karting 3/39. He reportedly left the Muirfield Village course in Dublin, Ohio, without speaking to the media because you felt shame. He was not used. He had not used the 3-wood by the time Rental spoke with him. Right, but you just told him go ahead and so you set him up then. Matsuma would have been allowed to stay in the tournament with a warning to leave that club in his bag. However, after confirming to Rittenthal that he used it to tee off at the first hole, the damage was done, said the official. Right. You could have told him then. Right. Right. So why White Mommy and Zaddy, you all snuggled up to him, he done played you. Because you could have played in the tournament with your cheating behind. One shot and it's a disqualification, said Rental. Just unfortunate set of circumstances for Hideki for sure. It's unfortunate set of circumstances. He cheated. Rental described the substance on Matsuyama's club face is similar to the whiteout fluid used to correct typos on paper. The substance was arranged in a circle of small lines around the center of the club face, which Rittal called excessive and indicated was probably meant to help Matsuma's setup. Right, so he was cheating. You won't say he was cheating, but he was cheating. He was trying to get an unfair advantage that he knew was unfair. It's okay to have very small, discrete markings on your face for alignment purposes, like a Sharpie dot here and there, that aren't going to influence the ball. Rittal said, but that much substance is clearly, he said clearly above what the equipment rules allow. But won't nobody say he cheated? He cheated. You know what they don't want? They don't want to get charged with the Asian hate crime by saying he cheated. He cheated. If the lines had been painted in the bottom of the grooves where it's not on the face, not making contact with the ball, that would have been acceptable. Rittal added. However, the position and quantity of the substance made it possible, meaning it would affect the flight of the ball and potentially reduce spin. Rittenthal noted that applying lip balm to the face of the driver, which can help keep shots straight, is illegal. So you know all the stuff that's illegal, sir. You cheated, and y'all won't say he cheated. Um, Passage 4A3 of the rules of golf came into play, said the official. In that section, the rules state a player must not make a stroke with a club whose performance characteristics he or she deliberately changed during the round. By applying any substance to the club head other than in cleaning it to affect how it performs in making a stroke. It don't sound like cheating, but if he was black, you would have said he cheated. You said all the words. He clearly knew. It's just unfortunate set of circumstances. Nah, he cheated. Rental said government officials learned of Mitsuma's 3-wood after images of it were posted online. Posted online by himself and flagged by an unidentified person in the golf industry. Right after Matsuma started his round. Right. So they been already seen the pictures. Nobody said nothing until after you started the round so that you could be disqualified. Lamont, you big dummy, you thought you was clicked in. We keep trying to tell y'all Asians, man. We don't speak in absolutes, but y'all keep trying to curry favor like y'all white, fam. You not. You really black, but whatever. Whatever. Look at y'all's old statues in your history. Look at them joints with them wide noses, P. Where you think that come from? Huh? Stop being ashamed. See, that's your problem. And that's why your kids, it's a statistic. I didn't make it up. That's why your kids got the highest suicide rate. Because you're not letting them live the real truth. You're trying to turn them into Caucasians, and they not. They just not. It goes on to say, the official asserted that the only silver lining of the there's a silver lining to this. Okay, go ahead and tell us. The silver lining of the situation that it was handled early in the tournament, as opposed to a scenario in which Matsuyama could have played in the weekend and been in contention before his fairway woods markings came to light. So he didn't waste his time. So that's the bright side. At least you didn't waste your time here. Now you can just beat it. It's never a good time to disqualify a good player. If he good, why he gotta cheat? And how long he been cheating? But certainly getting it out of the way before it impacts the competition is the best way forward. So before the cheating impacts the contest. Right. So basically, what we learned here is you tried to curry favor. You thought you was clicked in. You thought you could do what they do because you didn't learn this on your own. You seen somebody else do it who was PC. They been doing it. They just ain't been posting it online like you, goofy. And you never would have got caught if you didn't post it online, and you probably been doing it. And you posted it online because you thought it was okay. Why'd you think it was okay? Because your other buddies been doing it, huh? So you knew it was a rule, but you thought that you was clicked into the privileged. You thought you was one of the cool kids, didn't you, boy? Huh? You fell for the banana in the tailpipe there, boy. Huh? Matazuki, you thought you was, boy, one of the crew. But the joke's on you, Jackson. Huh? So y'all, don't let the joke be on you. As much as you want to curry favor and be clicked in and accepted by these different groups and fraternities, if you will, these organizations, the Oscars, the Grammys, accept me. Talking to you, the people that look like me, FBAs, yeah. This is really a good lesson for everybody, but I care about y'all. This is B1. Stop trying to fit in. It never works. You might get one or two. You're going to sell your soul and not be happy. That's why that petition's scrolling on the bottom. And if your grandma ain't signed it, if you ain't had your granny even sign it, you ain't did your part. And you're off cold for real. But I ain't going to hold you. Just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on cold, Jackson. Because I done told you now. Gonna leave you with 4 words: love, peace, blessings, and Maloha, y'all. Love y'all. Enjoy your day. Listen to Kendra, man. It's very important what she's trying to tell y'all.
B1 to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the US government immediately make anti-black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now, this is a petition to demand cash reparations for foundational Black Americans addressing 2 critical components. So what is anti-Black racism? Anti-Black racism is defined here as policies and practices rooted in American institutions such as government, finance, education, healthcare, and justice that mirror and reinforce economic deprivation, racially targeted laws, beliefs, attitudes, prejudice, stereotyping and/or discrimination toward foundational Black Americans. What is a public health crisis, you ask? Well, a health crisis or public health crisis is a difficult situation or complex health system that affects humans in one or more geographic areas, from a particular locality to encompass the entire planet. Health crises generally have significant impacts on community health, loss of life, and on the economy. And ultimately the solution to the problem, it is imperative that the United States government declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis for foundational Black Americans. In 2020, as a community, Asian Americans experienced only 287 hate crimes nationwide. However, FBA in the same year suffered 2,871 reported hate crimes. As we know, those are just the reported accounts according to the F.B.I. As foundational Black Americans, we know that the number should reach in the billions daily. This resulted in a 94-1 unanimous decision to pass into law an anti-Asian hate crime provision to make Asian a protected class. With anti-Black racism being thousands of times more prevalent and permeating within the fabric of America, we ask that you sign this petition to say we are sick of studies and commissions to study forums and meaningless holidays and nothing burger symbolic gestures. We demand the U.S. government to urgently disperse the first initial reparations cash payment of $20 trillion to the surviving descendants of American chattel slavery. AKA, cut the damn check. And I mean that. Jack. On my ancestors for real for real. I proudly digress. Anyway. Check out the new Slave Patrol documentary. Pull up season on you sucker MCs. Don't forget to join us on Patreon. I got 4 words for you. Go grab a shirt. And love, peace, blessings and Meloa. Be one.
Be careful for her love, she love.
Hey Riri.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like